Most people believe that the difference between those who rise and those who remain stuck is loud, dramatic, and obvious. They think it's talent you can spot from a distance, confidence you can hear in a voice, or luck that arrives with fireworks. But the truth is far quieter than that, and because it is quiet, most people miss it entirely. The real separation does not happen on stages and meetings or on social media. It happens in ordinary moments behind closed doors when no one is watching and no applause is coming. I once met two men who started in the same place at the same time. Same job, same pay, same background, same opportunities. If you had taken a snapshot of their lives in year one, you wouldn't have been able to tell who would succeed and who would struggle. But if you watched them closely, not on their best days, but on their average days, you would have seen the habits quietly pulling them in different directions. One of them treated his evenings like leftovers. Whatever time and energy remained after distractions, that's what he gave to his future. The other treated his evenings like investments. He guarded them carefully. He read when he didn't feel like it. He planned when it seemed unnecessary. He reflected when it would have been easier to relax. There was no drama in it, no speeches, no announcements. Just a series of small, almost invisible choices repeated over time. That's how habits work. They don't announce themselves. They don't demand attention. They quietly shape your direction while you're busy thinking about something else. And the habits that separate people the most are rarely the ones that look impressive. They are the ones that look boring, simple, and easy to ignore. One habit that quietly separates people is how they respond to responsibility. Some people spend their lives explaining why things happen to them. Others spend their lives asking what they can do about it. The difference is not intelligence, it's not education, it's the habit of ownership. When something goes wrong, one group reaches for excuses and the other reaches for solutions. That habit alone can change the trajectory of an entire life. Another quiet separator is how people use small pockets of time. Most people wait for big blocks of time to do big things, and because those blocks rarely appear, very little gets done. Others understand that progress is stitched together from minutes, not hours. They read a few pages, they think for 10 minutes, they write a paragraph. Over years, those small actions compound into wisdom, clarity, and skill, while everyone else wonders how they got so far ahead. There is also a habit related to learning that separates people without making any noise at all. Some people stop learning the moment formal education ends. Others make learning a lifelong companion. They listen more than they speak. They ask questions even when they think they know the answer. They seek understanding instead of validation. Over time, their thinking becomes sharper, their decisions become wiser, and their results quietly improve. I remember someone once saying that success is not so much about what you do once in a while, but about what you do every day. That idea sounds simple, almost too simple, but it carries enormous power. Daily habits shape character, and character determines destiny. You don't wake up one day with discipline. You build it one decision at a time. You don't suddenly become confident. You earn it by keeping promises to yourself over a long period of time. Another habit that quietly separates people is how they handle discomfort. Most people organize their lives to avoid it. They avoid difficult conversations. They avoid hard work. They avoid honest self-examination. Others understand that discomfort is not a signal to stop, but a signal to grow. They lean into it carefully, consistently, and with patience. They don't enjoy it, but they respect it because they know growth rarely arrives without it. Then there is the habit of reflection, which is so subtle it's almost invisible. Some people move from day to day without ever stopping to ask what they're doing and why they're doing it. Others pause, they think. They review their actions. They learn from mistakes instead of repeating them. This habit doesn't make noise, but it saves years of wasted effort and prevents small errors from becoming lifelong patterns. The way people treat promises is another quiet divider. Some people break small promises to themselves without a second thought. They say they'll start tomorrow, wake up late, and shrug it off. Others treat even small promises with respect. They understand that self-trust is built the same way trust with others is built, by doing what you said you would do. Over time, one group develops confidence rooted in integrity, while the other wonders why motivation never lasts. I've noticed that the most successful people I've met rarely talk about their habits. They don't brag about waking up early or planning their day. They don't post about discipline, they simply live it. Meanwhile, those who talk the most about success often practice the fewest habits required to achieve it. Real progress is quiet. There is also a habit in how people react to other people's success. Some feel threatened, jealous, or discouraged. Others feel curious and inspired. One reaction drains energy. The other multiplies it. Those who quietly move ahead learn from everyone, even people they compete with. They don't waste time resenting what they could be studying. Another separator is patience. Most people want rewards quickly. They want visible results fast. When progress feels slow, they quit or change direction. Others understand the power of staying longer than most are willing to stay. They know that consistency over time creates results that intensity never can. They are willing to look ordinary while they're becoming extraordinary. What makes these habits so powerful is not their complexity, but their consistency. Anyone can practice them for a week. Very few practice them for years. And yet, years are exactly what these habits are designed for. They work silently, gradually, and relentlessly, shaping outcomes long before results appear on the surface. Eventually, the separation becomes visible. One person wonders why life feels heavy and progress feels slow. The other seems to attract opportunities, confidence, and clarity. But by then, the gap was formed long ago, quietly, habit by habit, choice by choice. The moral of all this is simple but not easy. You don't have to change everything to change your life. You have to change the small things you do every day. The habits that quietly separate people are available to everyone, but they reward only those who practice them consistently, without applause, without shortcuts, and without excuses. If you want a different future, don't look for a dramatic breakthrough. Look at your daily habits. Look at how you spend your evenings. Look at how you respond to challenges. Look at the promises you keep to yourself. That's where the real separation begins, not loudly, not suddenly, but quietly, steadily, and permanently. And one day, someone will look at your life and say it happened overnight, never realizing it took years of quiet discipline, thoughtful habits, and unseen effort to get there.